Hey guys, Lost Cuban here. Today we're going to be doing a carne con papas, a stew, thickened stew, a little bit more loose today. I'm not really one for thicker stews. Also, this is typically served over rice. However, when we opened up our Midwest restaurant, we figured out that this was a much better soup and sandwich kind of a deal. And yeah, just make your things accordingly. We're gonna start roasting our tomatoes and garlic and our potatoes. We're using just regular russet potatoes. Get them nice and brown. Oven's at 500. Nice big chunky onions. Don't forget to take the cores out. Gives it a little worse of a taste. Yeah, so this is a nice and hearty stew. Really good for those cold months. It's not very difficult to make either. Just a few ingredients. The biggest thing with this is going to be prep time. And making time. Get these out of the way. Turn our pot on medium heat. Give our garlic some nice little slices. Nothing too crazy. We could core the garlic, but we're home chefs right now, not in a professional kitchen at the moment. All right, so let's get some veggie oil. And after that, do a quick stir or two. I'm not trying to really burn anything on this or get any color. Just soften them up and intensify their flavors. Alright, so the main thing you're going to need is going to be beef or whatever kind of substitute you prefer. We're using a beef arm roast today, but you can use chuck, you can use flank steak, you could use ribeye if you have the money for it. But we're just going with something our butcher gave us. It's gonna be a nice fatty cut, give us a lot of flavor. All right. And the main thing is we're gonna want to render off this big fat cap right in the middle here. Get it nice and stuck. Yeah. Okay. Let that go for a little while. Try not to burn it. I'm just trying to make this get nice and juicy so we can get some more flavor out of it. And we'll see you in probably about 10 minutes when this is rendered off. These onions and things have softened up a little bit. We'll get some more in there. Alright, now that we got the fat rendered a little bit, we're going to hit this with a little bit higher heat. Some tomato paste. Get it nice and activated. Try not to give it that metallic tube taste, and let it sort of incorporate itself into our dish. And then since this is a very beef forward dish, we're going to be using some more of not Cuban cooking, but one of my favorite things, Worcestershire sauce. And deglaze with some red wine. Oh, that smells wonderful. Okay. All right. Get off all that nice fond. Build up our flavors a little bit. Alright. We don't want things sticking because we don't want things to burn either. Last thing we want is a great looking soup and then it just tastes god near awful because we didn't take off some of that fond at the bottom. Alright, so after that, looking at our potatoes and tomatoes, they're looking good. Let's throw in the rest of our roasted tomatoes that we did earlier. Alright. Ooh, it's looking good. Alright. Now we're just going to throw in some water, loosen it up a little bit, and then reduce it. Alright. Throw it on broil. Make another trip back to there. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably chunk this up into nice sized chunks. Yeah. Go. We'll do about 2-inch blocks. I'm gonna take off this fat cap. because we're gonna throw that into the oven in a second, render it out the most. And all right, now that we got those, and we're making bigger chunks right now so that by the time the cooking process is done, they're going to shrink quite a bit. We want something substantial on our spoon, don't we? All right, that looks good. Wash our hands. All right, and now let's see how these guys are doing. We'll probably take the tomatoes out. Yeah, they look nice and toasty. And we will give them a little bit of mortar and pestle love. All right. Scoop them into here. Okay. Then I'm gonna want to put these pieces all throughout here. We're trying to give them some color. Okay. And there's nothing easier than broiling them. And we're going to put our normal mixture, some garlic powder, black pepper, salt, oregano, and oil. Yeah. Get this nice and going. Make sure we got a little bit of space in between them so we're not creating too much moisture. And we are throwing these guys in. Looking at our potatoes and making them go down there. All right. Give our lovely tomatoes some mortar love. Really grind those garlic cloves. Get all these juices going. And really liven up our carne con papas broth. The only liquid we're going to be adding to this later is going to be beef stock. You can store buy it or make it yourself. Ours is made at home. If you'd like to see how we do it, like, comment, subscribe. That's how get all of our attention, right? All right, we'll be back in probably a good half hour, 45 minutes, once those are browned up and this is nice and juicy looking. All right, so we're back. The base, the tomato and beef broth have reduced quite a bit. We're ready to take out the beef. And look at how nice and brown they are. Got some good flavors looking in there. And we're gonna just dump all these in. Good. Those look great. Now we're gonna move our little potatoes. See how they're looking. Yeah, they can use a little bit more browning time. Let those roast a bit. And we're gonna let these flavors get to know each other for another hour or so, 2 hours maybe. All right, and we're gonna be on our way. All right, and we're back. The carne con papas has reduced. It's nice and soft. We put it inside the oven for a good 2 hours with the potatoes and the roast. Let's get some nice shots of it. Yeah, it's nice and soupy. And yeah, we're gonna serve it over a bowl of, I like rice, and then some not potatoes, and can make this any night of the week. It's a good go-to. Definitely fills everybody up. It's inexpensive dish that takes a little bit of prep. You can use a crock pot, Insta fryer to use for your potatoes, Instapot for the entire dish, pressure cooker to make it quicker. Really just depends on how you like to make your food. But all you have to really know is the easy things, just how to make it. And hope you enjoy. Thank you.